Stealth Jiu-Jitsu Madrid. We're going to look at basic armbar, shoulder clamp from close guard, and then how to defend against that same basic armbar. It's a Saturday no-gi morning class, and then there is a gi, no-gi open mat at 11:30. Okay. So a lot of the time he's going to have this structure on my ribs, and he's going to sit back a bit so I can't pull him down. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is make a C grip like this, cup underneath his wrist, and I'm going to see this angle here. I need to make this flat. So as I lift up, I catch, I pull him down to the middle, I grab his head and his tricep near his elbow. So on this side it will look like this. Okay. What I need to do now is I need to get his elbow in the middle. So I have to use my hip bump to do that. So I move it to the middle here. Okay. I now put my foot on the hip and make this angle. Okay. So this foot is going to push my head this way. Also my leg is blocking his tricep here. My other leg is hitting him this way. So as I go like this leg comes up to underneath his armpit on this side, comes up, and I turn my heel and I move him across with the help of my hand. Once I get to this position, I cross over his shoulder and trap his shoulder. Okay? You remember this, right? Once I'm in this position, what I like to do is replace my hand on the neck, go under his arm, separate his hands in this position. Then I control his hand. I keep it pinned to my chest. I don't want any space, so I pin it to my chest. I open my legs. I'm going to pinch my knees together, so it's going to look like I'm riding a bike. Okay, so this knee pushes that shoulder. I pass my leg over and I pin his head down. I don't cross my feet from a bottom position because I get stacked. I pull this head down here. This leg here, this leg is going to lift my hips, and I'm going to see if I can feel his elbow and pull it against me. Okay. So I'm going to do it the other side. So I'm here, I go up, catch his wrist, pull him down. I grab his head, grab his elbow near his tricep, move his elbow to the middle, foot on the hip. This foot comes up into the armpit, moves him across this direction. Then I cross my feet here. I like to change my hands here. If you can grab this, you can grab this, but you don't need to, you can block here. I just don't want him to escape his shoulder from the trap. I go underneath, circle around, catch his hand, open, extend, pass. And then I lift my hips into his arm. One more time. I need to break his grip, so I go underneath, I go up, use my legs to pull him down, catch his head, catch his elbow near his tricep, use my hips to get his elbow to the middle, foot on the hip, angle, trap the shoulder, replace my hand, fight to separate his hands, catch, open. See this little motion? My head goes this way, his head goes this way. Pass, catch, extend. You understand? We'll do this and then we'll do a basic armbar defense, okay? Okay, perfect. So once I get to this position here, okay, I need to make an angle. The angle is going to be this knee pushing his shoulder and this leg pushing his other shoulder this way. Here. Once I'm here, he's off center a little bit. So if he tries to come forwards, it's very difficult. If I just try to get my leg over his head here, whilst he's trying to come forwards, I'm just going to let him back and close guard. You understand? Yeah. So I have to make this angle. Alright, let's go over a basic armbar defense, okay? We're in close guard, passes his leg over. So the first thing I'm going to do is, most of the time, I need to do the opposite of what he wants to do. You understand that? He wants to extend my arm. I need to bend my arm. I'm not strong enough to do that with one arm. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to collect my arm here, and I'm going to stack him at the same time.
To stack him, I have to turn in a quarter circle. I'm trying to push his knees to his face. So I catch this and I stack him here. And I grab his leg if possible. Okay? If you look at my knee, see my knee? My knee supported his hips, making it more difficult for him to extend away from me. My body weight is coming down on his face. You understand? Try it, when you're getting armbarred, try not to stand up. If you stand up, you're going to try to like bicep curl his whole body. A lot of the time that's not going to work. Maybe in no-gi you get away with it a few times, but in the gi with all the friction it's more difficult. You understand? Now, as I stack him now, I slowly try to get my elbow free. Yeah. And now my hand is free. I must keep my head and my hand together here. If I leave space, don't do it. If I leave space, he will pass his leg over my head and I'll be in a triangle, okay? Which I don't want to happen. So I keep this nice and tight here. What I like to do now is, I like to take my free hand and grab the opposite side shoulder, here. What I'm going to do now is change my knees and leg drag him across. So I go here, and I leg drag him across, and then I like to sit down into like a north-south side control. So again, in a position there. Okay, so he puts me in an armbar, I collect my arm and I stack him, and I put my knee under his butt. Okay, this is important. I should be supporting him here. I put my hand in my bicep and I grab his leg. I slowly, if possible, bit by bit, pull my elbow. Once I'm in this position, very important to keep my head and hand together. I'm going to start to pull my elbow across his body, reach across to the far shoulder, the opposite side, and I'm going to change my knees and pull his leg across. Once I'm here, I'm going to drop my elbow, back step onto my hip, and I'm going to keep control of his leg. Just so we can understand what my legs are doing, just move this leg up. My leg is like this, and I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to change my leg and back step. You understand? Alright, again. So here, collect my hand, stack. Pull this out. Keep the pressure up. Reach across. Switch. Pull. Back step. Okay, let's do it. You understand?